Hello, my name is Patrick Gilchrist. I'm the Warning Coordination Meteorologist with the National Weather Service in Glasgow, Montana. Due to everything that is going on right now, we decided the best way to reach a wide audience with the Skywarn program was to do an abbreviated version we like to call Skywarn in a nutshell. In this presentation, we will hit the high points of storm spotting. We will also be following up with Ask the Meteorologist segments on social media to answer any questions you might have. So without further ado, on with the show. So you might be asking yourself, what is required of me to be a storm spotter? It's actually really easy. All you need to do is contact us when you see something that is out of the normal. This includes snowfall, blowing snow, fog, thunderstorms, strong winds, tornadoes, etc., etc., etc. If it's out of the ordinary weather-wise, get a hold of us. We can easily be reached via phone call, email, and through social media. We are available on Twitter and Facebook. The National Weather Service has very specific criteria on what constitutes a severe thunderstorm. The first is hail 1 inch or larger. The reason why 1 inch was chosen is that that's where we really start to see damage. Cars dented, crops ruined, roofs impacted, and such. The second is winds 58 miles per hour or higher. Why 58 miles per hour, you might ask yourself? It seems like a random number. Well, it's actually a carryover from the aviation world. 58 miles per hour equals 50 knots of wind. And of course, any tornadoes that develop constitutes a severe thunderstorm, especially given the kind of devastation tornadoes are capable of producing. Another serious threat from thunderstorms is flash flooding. On average, flash flooding kills 127 people per year, with half of those incidents involving vehicles. It takes shockingly little water to knock down a person or sweep away a car. If in a vehicle, do not drive into floodwaters. It is nearly impossible to see what's going on under the water. Roads and culverts may be washed out, or the water may simply be deeper than you think. Ultimately, it is always a good idea to find an alternative way through, or just wait it out if you have to. Safety is number one. Turn around, don't drown. If you encounter flash flooding while outside and you're not in a vehicle, move to higher ground. Water conditions can vary quickly, so don't dilly-daddle. Now let's talk lightning safety. As a rule, if you can hear thunder, you are close enough to be struck by lightning. Lightning can travel as far as 12 miles from a thunderstorm, the proverbial bolt from the blue. Always seek shelter when you hear thunder or see lightning. Your number one choice should be a substantial building. Second choice, if no building is available, is your vehicle. Wait until 30 minutes have passed since the last rumble of thunder before resuming outdoor activities. A fun little tidbit is, the way to tell how far the lightning is from you is to count the seconds between the flash of lightning and the rumble of thunder. For every 5 seconds between the flash and the rumble, the lightning is 1 mile away. So now let's talk about preparedness. The key to weathering any disaster is preparedness. Always have a plan and make sure everyone in your household knows the plan. It's always a good idea to, also on occasion, test the plan by running a drill. That way, when faced with an impending threat, all you have to do is execute your plan. Everybody knows what is happening and where to go. This simple action can really take a lot of the stress out of a very stressful situation. The pictures you are seeing are from the National Weather Service's Safe Place Selfie campaign that was held last month on social media. The people shown are sharing their safe place selfie or where they would shelter during a severe weather event. Again, always have a plan. So we have 3 phases of readiness in advance of severe weather. The first is when severe thunderstorms are in the forecast, or if you hear of an outlook discussing the potential for severe thunderstorms. This normally would be on the order of days out. This is a really good time to look around the house, clean up any loose items, close barn doors, put equipment in the barn, and generally get ready for potential for weather in the future. Second would be the issuance of a severe thunderstorm or tornado watch. Now we are talking about the order of hours before the storms. Again, a good time to do any last-minute preparations, covering gardens, securing lawn furniture, garbage cans, etc. Third is the warning phase. Now a severe thunderstorm or tornado warning is in effect, and the threat is imminent. Now you have minutes. Execute your plan and seek shelter. This is not the time to take care of things outside. It's the time to shelter. Remember, safety is job number one. Take care of yourself and your loved ones. The best place you can be during a severe weather event is in an interior room in a basement of a substantial shelter away from windows. If there is no basement, get to an interior bathroom away from windows. Staying away from windows is one of the main themes of sheltering during severe weather events. Broken glass and flying debris are really the enemy during these events, so always stay away from windows. If you live in a mobile or modular home, we recommend that you find more substantial shelter. Take advantage of the watch phase and go to a place you will be safe during a severe weather event. If no shelter is available to you and you are out traveling in your car, you can ride out a severe thunderstorm in your vehicle, but again, you have to do what you can to cover your head from glass and debris. It is also a good idea to point your car into the wind, as it will take advantage of the aerodynamic shape of the car and keep you secure. In the case of a tornado and you are out traveling in a vehicle with no buildings available, do your best to avoid it. Drive away if you can. If you can't, buckle up, cover yourself up, and hang on. So when it comes to reporting hail, please stick to known quantities such as coin sizes or sporting balls to reflect size. Please no marbles. The problem with marbles is that they are all different sizes. You can have shooter marbles, you can have regular marbles, and we just can't be sure what it is that you're seeing. I want to reassure you it's okay to take a stab at estimating wind speeds. We realize it's tough to estimate wind speed just by looking at it, but please feel free to give it your best shot. We really appreciate you trying, and we won't be upset if your estimate happens to be off. On your screen is something called the Beaufort scale. It provides a way to estimate wind speeds using impacts. You can find the Beaufort scale in the spotter guide, which is referenced on the next slide. So in closing, if you'd like to be a Skywarn spotter for the National Weather Service in Glasgow, feel free to reach out to me at patrick.gilchrist@noaa.gov, and I will follow up with you to get you into our system. I'd like to put out a special appeal to those who live in very rural areas outside of towns and cities. We're always looking to fill in gaps in our spotter network. On the screen here is a URL to the Weather Spotters Field Guide. It's very good. It's full of great information. I encourage you to check it out. It's a great resource. As follow-up to this presentation, we will also be hosting some Ask the Meteorologist events on social media to answer any questions you might have about the Skywarn program, preparedness, or really anything weather-related in general. In closing, I want to thank our current Skywarn spotters. We really do appreciate you and thank you for your service. With that, we will end here and we'll see you on one of the Ask the Meteorologist events. Thank you.